Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to start putting together another version of a copy I've been working on of the Burberry fragrance called Hero, which I'm running out of. It's this one. So the plan today is I'm going to build the base, the heart, and the top separately. And what I want to do is compare them on scent strips. Well, starting with the base, do my formula for the base, and as the actual perfume dies down and dries out, I want to see where those base notes that are lingering the most, the longest, where they seem to balance the individual ingredients, how they balance, and how my version is matching or not matching. So I think as far as what I have, I think I found the ingredients that most closely match what I'm smelling. So I worked on having the original on a scent strip, and was pulling out scents, notes from my nose as I smelled it, and then I was letting it dry down, right? So I let it dry down and see how the end basically of it, what that real base is. And so I think I've got that as good as I can here. It's just a matter of the proportions at this point. So I'm trying, really, the reason I'm breaking it up is because I want to work on the proportions of that later stage, that base, that heavy ingredient list, and really try to balance those individual ingredients against each other in the base, and then I'll do the same for the middle and then for the top. So this may be a multi-part video. I'm planning on just doing the base today, but maybe I'll get to the middle too, I'm not sure. So to begin with, the most prominent note that I'm smelling in it is the methylenone gamma. And I have that at 18% on my formula. And so I'm doing 8 grams altogether. This one is 1.44 grams. Okay, 1.447. And I'm just marking the actual versus the target there. Next is ethyl linalool. We're going for 0.8 grams. These are my pipettes loaded up in this cardboard contraption. 0.8 grams. Point 7.813. 0.813. Next up is sangenol/bactinol, and I'm doing a 10% dilution. And that's going to be at 0.84 grams. Dun, dun, dun. This was the last note that I noticed during the dry down of the original. It was missing from the version I had on the scent strip, or I had the individual notes on the scent strip, but this was missing until the very end. I noticed it was there. 0.84. Interesting how it kind of was hiding in there. I tend to go fast when I do these videos, so I try to not do that. Eight, 1.845. I think my list is off because I had written this before I actually noticed the sanginol, so this has to go here. Next is ISO E Super 0.48. It's interesting that it's fairly viscous, but doesn't seem to last as long as that would make you think. Why am I whispering? I don't know. I guess it's because it's the weekend and everybody seems very quiet around here. Alrighty. 0.492 is where it lands. Right, next is Habana Wide, and it's going to be 0.16. 0.16, and so one more after this, 0.16. Wow, that was fast. 0.15, 0.16, perfect, 0.159. One more drop, can we get it out? Yes. Oh, really? Now it's 0.176? I don't think so. Whatever, 0.176. Last is lap denim. We need this at 0.08. Oh gosh, so thick. 0.08. Geez, two big blobs. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? 0.08, really? Perfect. Now look at all this. There's so much stuck to that. This one, I don't know, when I smell it, I can definitely smell like it should be there. But I have in a fairly low quantity here. We'll see if that has to come up. Still dripping. This is for the edit. what I wanted there, 0.08, 0.08, and that's the base. So I guess what I'll do now is put it on the scent strip and just let it live there and see if I can notice the proportions over time, I guess, and match it up to the original's dried down version. This is fairly well dried down, but there's still, you know, a combination of things here. Okay. So we've got a version of a base. Hero version 2 base version 1. Just gonna put a tiny bit on there, cause yeah. So what I'm really wondering about is, one of the things I'm really wondering about is how much methyl ion gamma I have, whether it's enough, because this is like probably over, this is like 36 hours old, and I'm pretty sure I'm still smelling quite a bit of that. Now on here, obviously this is not dried down, so the ones that are gonna fade out and you know, they're gonna be stronger now than they will be 12 hours from now. So I think really smelling this over time is what's gonna help me determine the amounts. So what I'm getting the most, I think, is the ethyl linalool. There's something sweet on here that I'm not getting. But I mean, this is obviously the whole thing, so that's probably the ethyl maltol. At least that's my guess. Possibly some of the gamma hexalactone and octalactone, possibly vanillin too. Which I haven't added yet. Oh, got the nose. I guess now, I mean, it's an interesting process, right? Because in this mixture, you're going to have, you know, the ones that are going to last longer. Well, it's not necessarily true, but you may have ones that last long, but they don't project, they're not as strong relative to other ones. So you've got like maybe one that's going to last really long here, but one that's not going to last long, much stronger. But then over time, the relative strength is going to change. So I guess what I'm thinking now is that probably if I were comparing it. I mean, I don't have a fresh one here. I could just smell this. So interesting. Like this, it just doesn't smell like there's really anything missing. I mean, there is, but it's so reminiscent of right off the bottle. I mean, I think if maybe there's too much labdanum and habanolide, but you know, those are gonna fade, so. So I think it's just a matter of time on this and seeing what it's like 6 hours from now, 12 hours from now. Okay, so that's part one. And I mean, there's nothing stopping me from doing the middle at this point. But I think I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna let this go, dry down, and then maybe there'll be some insights that I'll have, and I want to change the middle. Who knows? You never know what's gonna come up. So we'll see you in part two.